Today's episode of Galactic School comes to you with what is a soul blueprint? So I want to introduce you to this crystal. Can you see it? I'm hoping you can see just how amazing it is and feel it, right? So I'm in a crystal shop the other day and I see this crystal and it's like I could feel its soul. You know, sidebar, what I really love about crystals is that the physical representation of these beautiful things on Earth, you know, they're like, this is a portal, this is an anchor on this planet, and there are quantum crystals that they're linked to. And this particular one that I'm holding right now, oh my gosh, its soul essence has such a similar frequency to my own soul signature in my soul blueprint. Hence, it's coming here to hang out with us while we talk about this. So what's a soul blueprint? A soul blueprint, the way I see this is, it's like I see them when I see other people's, I see like this rectangle with all this beautiful coding inside of it, a soul frequency within it. And so ultimately, this is a plan that our soul has for our lifetime. And so one thing that's really important to take at this moment is that we don't actually have a soul. A soul has an us. Our soul created an us, and it intended a whole bunch of beautiful things for this lifetime. And then of course we have free will, yet ultimately there's a whole bunch of awesome things. So within our soul blueprint are contracts, and these contracts are agreements to have certain experiences, agreements to meet certain people, to learn from, to receive from. Some of these are more denser, where we experience some what we perceive as contrast or hardships because there was lessons to learn, more compassion to unlock, more forgiveness, more love, more creativity, more freedom, more abundance. And of course, there are also other contracts as well. Other contracts around our missions sometimes on this planet. So for mission souls, and there's another video called What's a Mission Soul if you want to go deeper on this. For mission souls, inside the soul blueprint is the mission. It's the full templating around the mission, and there's many different pieces to it. And what's most important about this blueprint is that it has our soul signature frequency within it. So what does this all mean? The more work we do to align with our soul, our higher self, our own frequency, the more we unplug from the matrix cage and we release that is not us and allow ourselves to be a unique fractal of source consciousness, the more we allow ourselves to simply be this beautiful, unique life particle exploring the universe and follow our higher self impulses, the more we are aligned to the soul signature frequency within the blueprint, and of course thereby experiencing the contracts and all the things in the highest alignment. What this also means though is that there are specific codes that have been placed here. So this is what I love. We are born with codes within our field of and it could be codes that we've activated through our many lifetimes, you know, where we've literally experienced so many things. So for myself, wisdom codes came with me over the course of my life. There's been all these shamanic codes and galactic codes and quantum codes that have been awakening more and more as I get older. These were within, they were already within my blueprint, my codes. We will also place inside this blueprint codes of maybe skills or things that we're wishing to have in this lifetime, and we may not even have experienced it in other lifetimes before. So think of it like this is the full, all the awesome programming, all the awesome gifts, all the awesome skills, all the awesome intelligences, that we are going to require in order to be able to play within this lifetime to the highest. Yes, when it comes to some of the contracts may appear to us to be a bit, well, you know, meh, right? Meh. Because they may appear not as fun. Some people have contracts to be in divine union, and some of those divine unions are a little bit, or let's just say a little bit turbulent, aren't they? Yep. And please remember, right, that there's no mistakes, that everything has a purpose. And I want to remind you, if you are currently oscillating through different contracts and shifting and evolving and going through some contrast, remember that each time you go through something challenging, at the other side of it, you are a more like integrated, more expanded, more amazing version of you. And when you have a look at some of the things you've been through that were contracted, that weren't so awesome, you know, would you change anything? Because look at who you became. And so this is where, you know, sometimes souls will ask, what are my contracts? And, you know, and can I get rid of any? And ultimately I feel like, yes, we have free will, yet there's a divine plan. If you're a mission soul, your blueprint was co-created with other, you know, other beings of light, the Galactic Federation, to place things within your field to support you on the mission that you have here. And so the greatest gift I can give you with this piece is our journey to fully be aligned with our highest expression, to have our blueprint so visible and the data accessible, is to continue releasing the control of the ego, to allow the ego to evolve, to continue releasing control and to trust and to be present and to release into the arms of our soul, our higher self, and the beautiful guides and advanced civilizations that hold us in our ascension. We love you and your soul blueprint. We think your soul frequency rocks. And Galactic School out. I trust you enjoyed that video, and there's plenty more where that video came from. And if you'd love to experience some of my trainings and activations, go to my website, gabbykowalski.com, and hit the resource button. There you'll have activations on abundance, evolution, multidimensional business, and you can also find out about my courses and programs. Remember to subscribe. Ciao.